Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is actually my first video on my channel, and today I'm going to show you this little tutorial of this top. So very easy tutorial to follow. So here I'm showing the diverse angles of the top, and so the top is named KEILA top, and I made my own version of it. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I decided to remake this with this gray yarn like this, and with this crochet hook. So it's a 3mm crochet hook. You can grab a crochet hook that is bigger if you want your sweater to be bigger. For this top I will be doing a size extra small, but don't worry if you are not a size extra small. I will show you the steps to do it yourself for your size. To start off, we are going to do a starting chain, so just do a regular starting chain like I do, like this. So now on, I'm going to do 80 normal regular chains, and you need to get chains that go along your shoulders. So I'm going to explain it to you. So you need to do a chain that goes from shoulder to your other shoulder, just like this. Then when you have your chain, you're going to do 2 more extra chains, and you're going to go to the 4th chain. 1 2 3 4, and you're going to do a half double crochet, just like this. So you pull up a loop, go in the chain, pull through all the loops, all the 3 loops, and you're going to do this for the entire row until the end. Now that you did your row of half double crochet, you're going to chain 3, turn your work, and then it will be a tricky part. As you can see, there are little V's on top. We will be doing the waffle stitch, so I'm going to show you how to do this. First of all, you're going to go to the back loop of your work. So there is the front loop and there is the back loop. We're going first of all to do a back loop double crochet. So if you don't know how to do a double crochet, you just have to follow what I do right here. And now I'm going to go to the front loop, and we're going to alternate it. So now I did my front loop, and I will go back to the back loop. So it's a bit difficult to show you guys, but it's basically the same thing for the entire shirt. So we did the back loop, now we're going to go again on the front loop, just like this. Now I'm going to the back loop, sorry, my yarn is a bit tricky, right there. And you're going to do this for the entire row until the end, and I will show you what will happen next because it will be different. Alright, so I'm the end at the row. There are two stitch left, so you have to do a back loop double crochet, and then you have to, it's a bit tricky, but you have 1 stitch left and you have to do a regular double crochet in the last stitch. So as you can see, it's a bit difficult when you start your project because it was the first chain you did, the first half double crochet you did, and so then you will chain 3 again, and now I like to call it the wrong side of the panel because it will be different. Now you will start off with the front, with a front double crochet, because this is the opposite side, so you have to go to the front for the first stitch, and then we have the back. I did the back one, and here I go again for the front loop. So basically it's the same thing, but it is tricky because this is the wrong side. I like to call it the wrong side. Yeah, so we're on the wrong side. This is the third row, and basically we're going to be on the wrong side every odd rows. So row 3, row 5, row 7, you will have to do double crochets. And if your work is not like what I said, it means that you probably did something wrong in your rows. Maybe you add some stitches, or maybe you missed some. Alright, so I'm the end of the third row, and so I have 2 stitches left. You'll normally be doing a front stitch, a front double crochet, sorry, before the basic double crochet that mark the end of the row, like this. So double crochet, pull through 2, pull through 2, 3, then you turn your work, and you're basically on the right side now, not on the wrong, but at the right, because we're row 4. So you have to start off with back double crochet and then front double crochet, and basically this is the same pattern. You will be alternating between the wrong and the right side, so it's basically really easy. You just need to get used to it, and that's it. So I will continue. You have to do this until you get into your underburst. However, I will show you when I will finish it. Also, if you want a result like the brown shirt I did a total of 17 rows, but you can make it longer if you want to have an oversized look for your KEILA top. To not get you lost, I did a little sketch. So the pink part that I drawn is the part we are currently doing. Then on this yellow part, it will be our second part of the tutorial. Alright, so I did my 17 rows. I finished up with the back stitches, the back double crochet, as you can see, and now I will just move on, chain 1 and cut my yarn. There you go. So here I did my first panel, so this is the front panel for me. I did my 17 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, including the first half double crochet row. Alright, so I did the exact same steps for the back panel. So here it is with the other panel. So the back and the front. This part is important. You will have to measure your belly part. So the front panel divided by 2, which is equals to your numbers of chains you need to have to get your belly area. So as I said, for me it will be 80 stitches divided by 2, which is equal to 14, and it is equal to the part for my belly. Now we're going to calculate the sides. So 80 stitches, the total of stitches we have, minus 40, which is equals to 40, and then you will have to divide it by 2. So it will be 20 stitches for each side that you need to leave blank. I make it quite hard for you to understand, so I will show you next what to do, and I will apply the technique I just did. So here, as you can see, I'm counting the 20 stitches I will leave blank, put an hair clip and do the same thing, so 20, and put an hair clip on it. And so this is the space we will be leaving blank. And here on the stitch number 21, I will just be integrating my yarn to the project, chain 3, and do the exact same pattern that we did for the entire project. So I start off with the front double crochet, and then I do the back double crochet, and again until the end when you go all along to the next hair clip. So I am at the end, I'm chaining 3, I turn my work, and again I will continue the pattern that we did for the entire project. So we're normally at this step, it should be looking like this. So keep going until the desired length. Okay, so I finished my rows. I did a total of 18 rows, as you can see there, and I will compare it to the brown top you saw on the video. So this top has 1 row less, so I wanted the gray shirt to be a little longer. So I will keep going and do the exact same thing for the back panel. Okay, so I finished this part. Sorry for the lighting, it has died, so we have no more lights, but it's okay because now we're going to go ahead and sew the sides. So if you don't know how to sew, it's okay because we're going to take our crochet and crochet sewing with our crochet, and we're going to do the shoulder as well. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my side, one of my side, and I'm going to insert my crochet inside the 2 last stitches of the last row. As you can see there is a hole. You're going to do that, and you're going to insert your hook into the exact same position of the other panel, and then you're going to grab your yarn, insert it in the 2 panels, just like this, inside both of them, and you're going to chain 1. Then you're going to go again in both of the 2 last stitches of the last row you did for both your panels, and you're going to, you can do a single crochet, or you can slip stitch, but I prefer doing single crochet for these sides. because I think it is more practical. And so you're going to insert 2 single crochet in every row you did for your panel. And you're going to repeat for every side. I'm going to show you again. You go in the row, in the 2 last stitches of the row between those, in both of your panels, and you're just going to crochet 2. I know it's a bit difficult for beginners to understand because there are not actual holes to work in. However, it's very easy to do that and quite fast. And so you're going to do that for every row of your 2 panels and the armpit area. Alright, so I did both sides of the panels. I sewed them. Now I'm going to show you how to sew the upper part where it should go to your shoulder. So I did the exact same thing, but this time these are actual holes to work with, so it will be way easier to do that. And so I'm going to insert my yarn once again in both of my panels, chain 1, and then I'm going to slip stitch. To slip stitch, you only need to go without pulling a loop. You grab your yarn, you should be having only 2 loops, and you go in both of the loops, so it will be 1 loop left. So you do that 5 times. I did it 5 times to get wide shoulders because I like it when it's a little bit oversized and off the shoulder look. Okay, so I cut my yarn and now I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other side. So I'm going to do slip stitches again. And as you can see, we almost finished. Here is the side where you put your arm in. And other than that, we have finished. As you can see, I sewed everything and our top is finished. Thank you so much for listening to me. It was my first video ever, so please be nice to me. My English is not perfect. I'm not from an English speaking country. Thank you for watching.